My name is Hershy Hirsh. I'm 44 years old almost. I was a regular guy. I was engaged to be married at age 23 with a girl from Israel. At the time I worked as a car service driver. I picked up the family on the way to the airport. My car had a problem. The gauge that shows full and empty kept making problems, showing you empty when it's full, showing you full when it's empty. Right before Kennedy Airport, I got stuck. The car started sputtering and got stuck. I moved to the shoulder. I flagged down another Yid to take this family to the airport. And then I went out to the car and I said that the gauge is showing me. So I knew the problem. So I went into my trunk, opened the trunk. That's the last thing I remember. Car came, a drunk guy knocked straight into my car, to the back of it. So since I was in the back of it, it pinned me in between like a scissor, just basically cut my legs in half. And they called my family to tell them that dead on arrival and Kezun Kaddish. My family got this phone call. My brother-in-law still tells me that he was on the way to somewhere. He was driving. He does Chevra Kedusha for Yerayim, and he was on the way somewhere, and he got the phone call. He stopped the car in the middle of the highway, ran out and started crying like a baby. And his brother-in-law he's gone. As much blood as I lost, they thought for sure he's gonna on the way he's gonna be gone already, because this was open. They brought me in. They worked 18 hours straight until they decided they have to close it up. They tried saving, maybe they can, attach it back, but it was too late. I was in a coma for a few weeks. The first thing, and I realized my father was there, I told him, Tati, what's with the Kala? Does she know? Does she know what's going on? I'm willing to let the shidduch go. I don't want, to be a burden on the im shildig meidel. So he said, no, they spoke to the Kala, she's willing to get married. That alone gave me a lot of courage, and to want to fight, to want to get better. And I was transferred from Bellevue to NYU Rusk, which is a rehab. By the time Pesach was over, I was already jumping around. There was no pain anymore. There was no. I was completely off the drugs, zero. They started making a campaign. Bucher, he did the accident, but it was like a whole major campaign. It was amazing. They had this thing, and the Kala, wants to get married 2 days before the wedding. The wedding was supposed to be Sunday. Thursday night, my friend tells me, I gotta take you out. I gotta make a phone call. Someone wants to talk to you. So I take the phone, and it was the Kala. She tells me, I can't take the pressure, the pain. I rethought the whole thing. I can't get married to you. Basically, I went back to life. But I told the shadchan right away, I am ready. Hershey was born with spina bifida. Spina bifida is something you're born with. While you're in the womb, the spine doesn't close up. A certain place, when you're born, the spine is open. If you lose oxygen to the brain, she didn't have it so cerebral. She had a lot of surgeries. I was at a wedding in Williamsburg. I still remember it. I called her. I said, "Hi, my name is Hershy Hirsh." I know she introduced herself, whatever, and spoke like 15-20 minutes. I said, "Yeah, I'll pick you up tomorrow. We'll go out." The next day was our first date, and I was walking with prosthetics, and we hit it off right away. It was the simcha in the whole shtut, basically. But we hit, that Hershey got engaged after all that. A year and a half, 2 years after we got married, it started hurting me. This little piece of knee that I had, until they decided that they can't work around it. They tried, make me comfortable, more different sockets, different. They couldn't get the right fit. In the meantime, I had one child, and then another child, and then Baruch Hashem, it became hectic.
Ik geef geen zandvol. Als eigenlijk maakt dat ik het keurig zie maar
Tell you the truth, I did more in the wheelchair than I did with prosthetics. Because the prosthetics, when I wore it, I had the crutches, and I could walk a block maybe, until I had to sit down and rest. Getting into the car was like a schlep. Basically schlepping the legs into the car. Now all I do is I hop into the car, I fold the wheelchair and I throw it into the inside, and that's it. I do all the cooking. It had to be done. I, Baruch Hashem, have 5 kids, kleine 5 lechtige children, Baruch Hashem. For Parnusa, I go out a few times a month, stay in one shul basically, local shul mostly, have these papers that I give out. It says basically all my costs from the month. People should help out. Within a few weeks it got covered. I, Baruch Hashem, didn't have a problem. But since that happened then, I couldn't go out in the morning anymore. About a year ago, I met with this guy, Usha Glanzer. He works for a Hershey helpline. He's telling me that the doctor that they brought in now, this new procedure that they do with the legs, screw into the bone a piece of metal. Basically, this piece of metal that I used to have on top of that socket, that's what's going to be in your bone. You just click on the prosthetic and just walk. It takes about a year until you can actually go. The doctor, and then there's a plastic surgeon, and there's an anesthesiologist. All these doctors, they don't take insurance. Just one doctor is like almost $60,000. They gave me a bill. You have to pay 2 weeks before the surgery, otherwise they cancel it. This whole procedure, Bechlal, is a new thing, so the FDA has to approve every single one. The Hershey helpline pushed and pushed and pushed, and they finally got the FDA to approve it. And Baruch Hashem, July 1st, Baruch Hashem, I'm going in for surgery. I need to come up with the amount that the doctors need, which is about $150,000. And then I need, for the whole year that I'm not going to be able to get out and cover my expenses, tuition, rent, and all these things, it's going to come out of around $180,000 just the year alone. I need people's help to help me basically pay for the surgery, also to be able